Hi, my name is Daniel Nguyen, and I am doing my report on IMCLONE Systems, a biopharmaceutical company dedicated to the development of medicines in oncology. In this presentation, we will be discussing the founding of the firm, the main drug. The story revolves around Erbitex, the early clinical trials of Erbitex, and the acquisition of Bristol Myers Squibb, and the illegal trading activities conducted by the firm. IMCLONE Systems was founded in 1984 by Dr. Samuel D. Waskell. Dr. Waskell was born September 8, 1947 in Paris, France, and immigrated to the United States to study at the University of Ohio State, earning a bachelor's in 1969 and later a PhD. Samuel worked as a researcher at Stanford University, Tufts University, and Mount Sinai Hospital, New York, and where he transitioned to study oncology and opened IMCLONE System with his brother. IMCLONE System purchases the right to molecule C225. In 1991, molecule CC25 was purchased by IMCLONE System and was developed by Dr. John Mendelsohn in the 1980s. Molecule C225 is also called Erbitox, and it's a form of chemotherapy that can be used to treat the head, neck, and colorectal cancer. C225 is classified as a monoclonal antibody, meaning it is a lab-engineered molecule to serve as a substitute antibody to fight against cancer cells, restoring/enhancing the immune system. Promising trials conducted by IMCLONE. Molecule C225 or Erbitex was used by the American Society of Clinical Oncology, where Dr. Waskell used the drug on a patient, where after a few sessions, Erbitex produced promising results. The patient had two large tumors about the size of a grapefruit reduced to small berries or pea size and was able to have the tumor surgically removed. With such promising results in the trials, the stock prices of the company rose, leading to many other pharmaceutical companies wanting to invest into the firm and to be the main seller or manufacturer of the drug. Bristol Myers acquisition of IMCLONE, raising stock prices. Bristol Myers is a company founded in 1887 that specializes in the manufacturing of prescription drugs for HIV, cancer, cardiovascular, diabetes, arthritis, and psychoactive disorders. With such promising results conducted by Dr. Waskell, Bristol Myers reached out to IMCLONE and purchased $2 billion of equity, or about 20% at the time. Bristol Myers also reached an agreement to be the sole company to market and sell the drug in the United States. With its $2 billion valuation, IMCLONE reached a high of $70 per share, increasing Dr. Waskell's net worth to over $133 million. IMCLONE insider trading allegation arises. In early December, IMCLONE and Bristol Myers met with the FDA, seeking final notice on C225. The executive board had doubts on the ruling of the FDA and received tips about future rejection of the drug. Waskell then tried to sell over 79,000 shares of IMCLONE as a hedge against the ruling, but was unsuccessful with his trade as his stockbrokers refused to execute such a trade. On December 27, 2001, before news broke of the FDA, Sam Wiskell told his family and friends that they were to sell off over $3 million worth of stock, including his daughter and close friend Martha Stewart. On December 28, 2001, IMCLONE announces that the FDA rejects IMCLONE's application on C225, which plummeted the stock, dropping it from $70 per share to $50. IMCLONE Systems investigation by SEC. After the trades made on December 27th and the announcement on December 28th, in early January 2002, the SEC decided to conduct an investigation on IMCLONE Systems. Through their investigation, they concluded that IMCLONE Systems and Dr. Waskell has been conducting illegal trades all the way back to the early 1990s. And on August 14th, 2002, Waskell pled guilty to insider trading and tax evasion on his art collection worth over $15 million. Dr. Waskell was also charged with obstruction of justice, forcing employees to shred critical documents to the investigation. For that, Dr. Waskell served 87 months in prison and paid a $3 million in fines. In closing, IMCLONE was acquired by Bristol Myers Squibb and all of its assets. Currently, Bristol Myers is selling the drug C225, charging $11.52 per milligram, with a total needed dosage of 6,975, or an average lifetime cost of $80,000 for the cure. Martha Stewart is sentenced in June 4, 2003 for obstruction of justice and insider trading for offloading over $40,000 worth of shares on December 27, 2001. Wasco is currently an executive at Cadman Pharmaceuticals, a company he opened up in 2009 after he was released from prison. Cadman Pharmaceuticals had an initial public offering, or IPO, in 2014, and with the regulations set on Dr. Waskell, he had to step down from his CEO position to a lesser role, but he still had majority shares of the company. The IPO generated over $75 million for the firm. The punishment does not seem to fit the crime. Dr. Waskell was able to generate over $133 million for himself, but was only fined $3 million and 87 months in prison. Harder regulations need to be put in place for this type of behavior. What Dr. Waskell did was immoral and wrong. It makes it unfair for the average person to compete in the stock market, as insider trading hurts the average person. And that concludes my presentation on IMCLONE systems. Thank you.